This is gonna just be kind of a walk around video, a quick update of the car. Not so much update. I mean, it's up an update. You're gonna see the car and where it's at, but this is more of a story on why I haven't uploaded in, yeah, it's been a long time, like a year or so. What I've been running into with the car, things I've been struggling with, problems. So I've had a lot of issues right off the bat after I installed the motor. I was planning to just run my original kit, which was just a crummy Turbonetics kit, and just pushing that turbo to the max. Well, that turbo ended up actually blowing within a couple weeks, right when it was about to get tuned. A couple little minor issues came up, like as to be expected. My radiator, the original one, ended up cracking at the top, which I was gonna upgrade anyway. So I bought this Koyo Rad that you see here in front of you. But I put the kit together. Everything ran all right for a bit. Ended up blowing. So I wanted to redo the kit originally. I wanted to do everything the same, just get a bigger turbo, which is usually in this slot right here. Um, so that's where it usually is. I know it's dark out. This is terrible lighting and whatnot. I'm gonna try to keep it a little bright for you guys, but so originally I was gonna just put a bigger turbo right back in that section and shoot the pipe through there. I just wanted a bigger downpipe, 3 inch or at least, so I could get some horsepower flowing out of this car, because my goal with it is minimal 600 wheel, um, hopefully at least 500 for a while, but I mean I'll eventually get to 6 or more. But that was the original goal. The fabricator said that was a little too difficult, and he wanted to charge me, I don't know, it was like 1,200 bucks just to get a pipe down there or something. So me and him ended up talking, and we decided to kind of redo the half the kit, the hot side, and put the turbo actually underneath my car here, which you could see right there. I got the whole kit mocked up, and we ended up doing all that. I didn't like how low it is, and right now you can see it obviously has some issues there. This is part of the issues with the whole kit and the whole car for a long time. So basically what happened was we ended up doing that. I really didn't end up liking the kit. It sits too low for me. I want to have the car lower. So I paid him another $1,000 to redo the hot kit. He was gonna do it pretty cheap at that point. And what basically happened is he didn't end up building the kit, and I ended up getting robbed out of $1,000. He sat on the car for months and months, 3 months or so, and never ended up getting the kit made. So I've tried my best to work with this one. I like the kit, it's gonna make good power. It's just it sits low, and getting this whole oil system set up properly, which you can see here is my scavenge pump that leads, this side leads to my turbo. This side, I brought it to a shop and they put it to the oil cap because it was smoking before, and they think that's the issue. I don't like this setup very much, to be honest. I don't like it to my oil cap. It's weird, and I'll probably end up changing it back to pushing into the motor, because I don't think that's the issue that I'm having. And yeah, well, with that shop too, they ended up breaking the scavenge pump. I just have been having terrible luck with shops and everything. Um, Another issue I've had with the whole car is when it was at the fabricator shop, my A pillar up here, he ended up putting a big crack in it, and I guess it just made it so brittle to where I was driving it one day and it flew off of the vehicle. So that was that. Another thing happened here. My fender's missing. Um, it ended up getting beat up as well. So I took it off and I ended up kind of repainting it. with the cheap paint for now. I'm gonna end up either repainting the entire car or wrapping it, so I'm not too concerned with that. And if you look at how this shop has set up this oil cap deal, my sweet DE hood you can see up there, they didn't really care to see where it would hit and decided to just mash it down on there. So I ended up making a gouge out of the hood there, and then they dropped something or hit the hood on something here, and I don't know, someone wiped it down in the shop with dust on it and got it all scratched up. So my whole deal with this paint job, it was a custom paint job that I've had for years and years, is no longer going to be what it is. I'm gonna either wrap it or repaint the whole thing. I'm not gonna try color matching panels. It's impossible to be matched. As for front bumper, I still have it. It's just off the vehicle because I've been working on it quite a bit. It's just a lot easier access with it off for everything that I need to do here. So I mean, the vehicle is not complete, but that's kind of the story with the vehicle so far. And just, I mean, there's been a lot of bumps in the road the entire way. It's a lot more difficult process than I wish the people I've been working with on it have made it. And I mean, if you're looking at this, it looks messy. It's because it is messy right now. I'm wiring up my standalone, and I'm just trying to make sure everything works as of now before I start tidying it up. But I mean, I got my new built motor in here, my kit put together, car is idling. I'm messing with UpRev right now a little bit myself, just getting a base map on it to drive around and have a little fun before my standalone gets completely hooked up. I wanted to learn tuning and whatnot a little bit, so I've been messing with that myself. And yeah, I mean, just a lot of bumps along the way, a lot of no motivation to finish the vehicle because of the hassles that I had to go through and the money that's been put into this car so far. And for what it is and what it's gonna be, I'm not too proud of it as of now. I mean, I'll end up getting a lot more motivation, and I'm kind of getting some more motivation. That's why I'm uploading this video. I am gonna be pushing this car here pretty shortly, and it's gonna be getting tuned, and then I'm gonna wrap it, and I'm gonna do a lot of other stuff, and I'm gonna take my channel and stuff and the people that want to see it along the way, and have some other stuff up and going, run some cars, and hopefully get a decent channel up and going out of all this. But yeah, I mean, I figured I'd just upload the complications I've been running with. There's a lot more. My injectors weren't working on my original setup. I had to take them out and get them rebuilt. Fuel pump fried, so got a new fuel pump. And this is what my old tuner and whatnot told me. I don't know if, but I listened to him at the time. So I mean, a lot of money spent, a lot of redoing things, and rear main seal leaked on my original built block there. So I got to drop my transmission and got to redo that. So I mean, everything here and there just took a couple weeks, working on weekends, working when I had free time. It's super duper hot here in the summer, so don't really want to work on it too much in the summers, and just tons of different things, and I'm still not done working it all out. And I mean, I ended up getting so bored, I bought a Corvette over there, just to have a kind of a fun car to drive around. Sold my daily Mazda 3. I went through a few cars actually. Went through a Mazda Speed, two of those, that Corvette, G35 sedan, and probably picking up a 335i here shortly. And I'll try to make some content with those videos for whoever might be interested in that kind of stuff. This doesn't need to just be a strictly built 350Z VQ channel. I want to grow it eventually, so that's that. I'm sure you guys will hear me whine and complain and bitch and moan more throughout these videos and whatnot of all the stuff I've been running into. Is just super aggravating. The car is nowhere near what I want it to be for the money I've put into it. I mean, there's nothing to show for it. It really just pisses me off, and the people that I've worked with, and you know, the way I've been treated, and it's pretty shitty. My car just literally sat at a couple shops for a total of, you know, most of that time throughout this past year. Just, and I did most of this work myself. That was just stuff that like welding and whatnot that I don't have access to at the moment. I'm working toward that, but it's not something I have access to at the moment and able to fabricate up a whole kit for me. So I mean, a lot of people that I've trusted with my car and whatnot have done me wrong, and there's actually, yeah, I mean, it's quite terrible. But I'm gonna get a new fender on this, HR hood at least, maybe carbon fiber HR hood. I need a new pillar. Gonna wrap the entire vehicle, get my full set of wheels on, because back here I have my Graham lights still on here. I like them. I just want to rock these for a little bit. I am getting 15-inch slicks in the rear anyway, so it doesn't really matter what I'm going to be running on the front as long as it's something decent. Probably try to match my 15-inch slicks if I can. If anyone knows 15-inch wheels that I can run some drag radials on, street radials at that, let me know. Just the Z 5x1 14.3 pattern. I'm looking to get something decent. If not, I was just looking at some Jegs 5-spoke wheels, which is fine. I like them. I can't find any that match the front too well that are super cheap. I've got really strict on money with this car. I don't want it eating just every ounce of money I earn and every penny. And it's just an unfortunate situation, the whole thing. And I hope if you guys decide to build your car or whatnot, that this doesn't happen to you, because it's pretty crummy feeling. And yeah, so that's that. This is gonna be, I'm gonna wrap it up for this video. Just post little updates here and there. Standalone going in at the moment, so I uploaded that standalone video, just a little update on that. So I'm uploading that here. This will probably come up after that video, or maybe before, kind of just doing a 2-for-1 deal. They'll release right next to each other. And yeah, so this is the car. I'm gonna get my channel up and running here again, just uploading some sort of content, getting stuff going, you know. Got to get some motivation from people, and people who want to see the build, and all the people who have asked me about the build and the questions and where is it at. And yeah, here it is. Got my turbo on, got my kit on. It's ready to make the power, hopefully, and getting that standalone and getting it tuned. So that's gonna be it for this video, and thanks for watching.